Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here. And in this movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 2008 comedy film, Step Brothers. Step Brothers is directed by Adam McKay and stars Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. I actually watched it on HBO Max recently, and so in this movie we follow two stepbrothers, of course, since the movie's called Step Brothers. And so it's about two boys named Brennan Huff and Dale Doback, and they have one thing in common. They are both lazy, unemployed leeches who still live with their parents. When Brennan's mother and Dale's father marry and move in together, it turns the overgrown boys' world upside down. Their insane rivalry and narcissism pull the new family apart, forcing them to work together to reunite their parents. And of course, we got a bunch of crazy, hilarious shenanigans happening here and there, like the two scenes involving touching a drum set, and yeah, because this movie's full of very hilarious and funny quotes and lines too. So I actually remember listening to one of the songs that was featured in this movie, and it also originated in this movie too, because years ago, I think back in 2016 or 2015, whatever. I actually heard about the song that was from this movie called "Boats and Hoes." Yeah, that was actually the scene in Step Brothers where Dale and Brendan, they actually showed a little PowerPoint presentation, and it involves the music video "Boats and Hoes." Yeah, because that song from the movie was actually very hilarious and pretty a funny, entertaining song from Step Brothers, "Boats and Hoes." Yeah, so. And then after watching the whole movie on HBO Max recently before the rebrand, I actually thought Step Brothers was a really hilarious movie. Yeah, this movie was so funny and hilarious, and probably one of the best comedies that came out in 2008 and during the 2000s decade. Yeah, we don't really get that much comedies like this now, like these nowadays. But yeah, Step Brothers was a fun, hilarious movie with both Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly worked that it looked like they were having fun together working on this movie, and yeah, this movie was so entertaining, and it's got some very hilarious quotes like touching a drum set, and yeah, this movie's got some very funny quotes and lines, and of course my favorite song that was in this movie is like I said, "Boats and Hoes." Yeah. And yeah, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, their performances in this movie are awesome and very funny. And yeah, Catherine Hahn was also in the film too. I thought she did pretty good. And I gotta say, Step Brothers, I can say, is definitely a way better movie that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly worked on together. Same with the Ballad of Ricky Bobby. That was a good one too. And I will say, I think Step Brothers is also way better than the 2018 film, Holmes and Watson, because I heard Holmes and Watson was so awful and it was so bad. A lot of people really hated that film, and I never really bothered watching. I didn't really bother watching Holmes and Watson, because I rather stay positive and try to check out some of the okay, decent, and good movies, kind of like Step Brothers. And I gotta say, Adam McKay actually does a good job directing this film. Oh yeah, and even though this is a Gary Sanchez production, the Gary Sanchez Productions logo actually does not appear at the beginning of the film, because maybe it was around that time when Will Ferrell and Adam McKay didn't start using an on-screen logo for Gary Sanchez Productions all the way up until I think a couple years later or something, or I don't know. Or maybe it was around that same time when Gary Sanchez Productions was founded in 2006. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I'm sure I got that right, because whatever. So, as for this movie I thought was pretty entertaining, and it's got it's got some funny scenes. Oh yeah, plus even Seth Rogen even has a cameo in this film too. Seth Rogen, almost forgot to mention Seth Rogen in Step Brothers. Yeah, because I enjoyed almost every single thing about this movie. And sure, there were some parts that may sound a little mean-spirited, but nevertheless, it was still but that doesn't take away the fact that this Step Brothers is very fun. Especially, like I said, the boats and hose scene I thought was the best part. So overall, aside from all that, Step Brothers was an awesome, hilarious, funny movie, and I'm gonna give Step Brothers 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't watched Step Brothers yet, then I highly recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's gonna be it for my movie review on Step Brothers. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.